guys, I am on my way to run some errands this morning, and I don't have my kid, which is really great because I don't know if I can do the things I need to do today with him after the night we had last night. And since we made some kind of stupid rookie mistakes last night as far as sleep goes with my son, I thought maybe I'd share some of those mistakes with you so that you don't make the same ones. I feel like there have been 1,000 times that I've heard someone say something like, "Oh, I'm just trying to keep my kid awake so that he'll sleep better tonight." And I've always thought, what a great idea. I do the same thing with myself. If I need to sleep well tonight, I'll maybe try to get myself good and tired, and then I know that I'll sleep well. So why wouldn't it work for your baby too? So we tried that last night. Our son didn't nap very well during the day, and he's usually a pretty good napper, but he started showing signs of wanting to take a nap around 5 o'clock, and usually he goes to bed around 6:30. So we were a little concerned that maybe he would lay down and take a 45-minute or an hour-long nap and then not want to go to bed until midnight. So we decided to just try to keep him awake as long as we could. And we kept him awake probably a good 45 minutes after he started showing some really, really strong signs of wanting to go to sleep. All I can say is that we probably had one of the most hellish nights last night. It was like back when he was a newborn, and this child is 5 months old now. We were up every hour with him. He's spitting out his passy and he's upset because he doesn't have it anymore, and so we have to go in and comfort him, or he's awake because he wants to nurse even though he just nursed 20 minutes ago. It was just like a horrible night. So I did a little research to find out what might have been going on with my son. What I learned is that most pediatricians will tell you that if you want your child to sleep better at night, keeping them awake longer than they should be awake is actually the last thing that you should do. In fact, if you want them to sleep better at night, you should actually let them sleep more during the day. Who knew? I mean, are we like the only first-time parents who did not get the memo on this? Comment below. If you knew already, just tell me how you knew. If you didn't know, tell me what your experience was, because I'm feeling like a little dumb. I'm no expert, but based on what I learned from Dr. Google, it would seem that keeping your child up when they need to go to sleep messes with their sleep patterns at night. They never get into a deep sleep, and therefore they never get any kind of rest. The result is that because your child is overtired, he will actually wake up more times during the night. Go figure. So the research actually suggests that, counter to what you might think, the best way to get your kid to sleep better at night is actually to let them sleep more during the day. So I learned my lesson the hard way. Tonight, if my kid is showing signs of wanting to go to sleep near his bedtime, I'm just going to let him take a nap. And it might mean that he ends up going to bed an hour later than usual, but at least he'll probably sleep better through the night instead of being exhausted and still not sleeping. I want to make the disclaimer that every kid is different, so it's important that you read the research and you see if it works for you, and if it does, then you go with what it says, and if it doesn't, then you discard it, because your kid is an individual and they might not fit into what the research says is typical. If you want to read a little bit more about what I read, just based off of my brief Google search, I'll put some of the links below just so you can educate yourself if you want to. And if you don't mind, just say a prayer for us that we sleep better tonight, because last night was really rough. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, go ahead and hit thumbs up below, and you can subscribe to my channel for more tidbits like this, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!